Hello, Linksters. It's Dark Links. Welcome back to the Golf Club 2019 Summit Swansong. Yeah. So, in this episode, we're going to be doing this technically a real course, but I don't think it really is. TPC Toronto, Osprey Valley. Now, here we're going to have no wind. Actually, no, very low wind. Low wind from the east. Time of day would be morning, I guess. And weather would be light clouds. I don't know if that actually going to work, but we'll try it. I think I need 1,000 people to play that. Anyways, my ghost was done back on... Wow, oh yeah, it's been a while, yeah. There's actually been 3 people who've played since then, look at that. I say 3 people, so the same person, just twice. Alright, so we're going to do tease number 4, and we'll see what happens. So here we go.
Hi there, hope you're doing great today. Welcome to the Golf Club. My name's John. And let us begin. We have a par 4 first hole on this course today. Let's have a nice tee shot. See what happens from there. Let's do this.
And here we go. It's been a bit since I played this particular course, evidently.
There we go. That's looking good.
But yeah. So, this won't be too bad, I think. And then the next course will be, after this will be Old Course St. Andrews. That would be interesting.
And he's ready to tee off. Let's see what he has.
Here's my ghost. It's a very similar shot, evidently.
And around 195 yards to the pin for him. Let's see what happens.
The reason why I think this is not entirely, not exactly Toronto Osprey Valley is because there's 3 different golf courses there. And I don't know, yeah. And while this does look pretty good, I don't think this is any one of them. I'm not sure.
Ooh, looking good, looking good.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that was really good. Really good, and then it's rolling off the green a little bit, but there we go, that's fine. At least I stayed on the green. But that was a good chip I did last time. So yeah. No, I'm definitely not doing that, I'm just putting. There we go.
Holy, nicely done. Dropping it for your birdie. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely didn't need to do any fancy club work there.
Great start to the round. You're at 1 under.
Alright, it is. The handicaps are working apparently. Yeah. Yeah, this is all the lengths. Yeah, it's pretty decent, I'd imagine. Here we go.
Okay, hole number 2. Let's see what you can do here.
This is a very short hole, and all the guys are pitching wedge is too much, and the gap wedge is not enough. So, not ideal. So I gotta do something like this then. There's no wind. That does not help. Okay.
And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes.
I think I'm using the 4th pin, so I'm not sure if that's actually changed anything. But yeah. Whoa, almost made it in with the chip. Okay.
And this is his attempt at birdie.
Yeah, I think the pins are a bit different. And I completely missed. Look at that.
And this will be a par for him if he sinks it.
There we go.
Let's see if we can save par on this putt here.
I'm gonna go a little bit right to left. There we go.
Nice putt. You're in there.
Nice.
All right, staying at 1 under after that one.
Hole 3.
And what is this? Hole number 3.
I don't even need to change anything. I can just go. So that was a really bad strike.
I think this looks pretty safe.
Like, what is that? That was a terrible strike. Just barely stayed on the fairway.
And he's ready to let her rip. Let's see how this hole goes.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
And let's see what happens. He's got 145 yards
145
to the pin.
Oh yeah, I really chunked it into the sand trap last time, so similar problems, definitely. Oh, this should be fine if I aim a bit that way. Yeah, that's good.
All right, on the green. Let's get putting. And hopefully he can deal with a little sand shot here.
I mean, that was an okay recovery, I guess. I don't know.
11 feet to the cup for him.
And there we go.
All right, here we go. This one for the birdie.
I like this, I think. Yeah.
Woo!
Indeed. We made it.
And after that, you'll go down to 2 under par.
Gain a stroke here, apparently.
Par 4 here. Let's have a nice, clean drive.
Change it a little bit, go that way. Especially after the very last, very bad strike I did. So yeah.
And let's see how this tee shot fares for him.
My ghost did better because it had wind helping. Okay.
And he's about 125 out. Let's see what he does.
Like I said, he's going second next again for some reason. Yeah, that pin's dead set in the middle. Look at that. Okay, this pin is very, yeah, very interesting, is what I'm saying. Ugh.
I think this is bound for the green.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, you're putting now. 10-footer here. This is makeable.
I'm going, okay. There we go.
Awesome.
You did it.
And this next putt for him is for birdie.
Okay.
Sitting at 2 under for the round.
Next hole. This is my first par 5.
Okay, par 5.
Very big green. Green fairway. Bit of a fade that way. I mean,
Tee shot's looking good.
Or draw. Also, I didn't go 100%. What am I doing? What is this?
All right, let's see how he does.
Anyways. 2 wood. I am not making it to the green. In 2. Mm. I think I did make it last time, and that was with a 3 wood. No, I was just short. Okay. Lob wedge pitch, but I think a flop would be better. A pitching wedge flap. This is very not ideal club work here. Yeah, that's about good.
Nice.
That's the best I could do there. Very short.
And 14-foot putt for him.
I completely missed like an idiot. What is this?
Little 6-footer here, nothing too scary.
There we go.
That's a solid birdie. Great job out there. And here he goes, putting for par.
Putting for par.
All right, 2 under is your adjusted score after that hole.
There we go. 6th hole.
Nice bird on that last hole. Let's see another one.
Pitching wedge and not much more. Okay. Also, there's like no wind.
This one's looking dialed.
Wow, that is really dialed. Wow, okay.
He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does.
Really good. And this one had I needed a 9 iron. Look at this.
Here's his 6-foot putt.
There we go.
For the birdie.
Oh, it goes a little bit right to left. Look at that. There we go.
Decent little putt there. You brought things down to 3 under after that one.
3 under. Now I got a 7th hole. Here we go.
Okay, this is hole number 7 on the tee. Let's do this.
Apparently, it's giving me a hybrid, which makes no sense. I can cover this. Supposed to do that. There we go.
All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here.
Driver. And I cut it I cut a bit too much, evidently, as you can see. But I got a good bounce, which is very interesting.
Okay, about 130 yards out.
130, evidently. Yeah, look at that. Very, very easy.
Ooh, it's heading for the green here.
Ooh, really nice. I think these pins are working pretty good today. Yeah, look at that.
Okay, he's got 17 feet to the cup from here. And this putt for the birdie.
Wow.
Well done.
Pretty easy, actually.
3 under for the round.
Hole 8.
8th hole coming up here. Let's take your best shot.
We got a 4 wood apparently suggestion. And do this a bit to the left. Here we go. Yeah. Really weird
I'm
thing
liking it.
here. Yeah. But it's safe at least. So yeah. There we go.
He's looking ready to roll. Let's see how he does on this hole.
I think I cut on the other direction. I did. Somewhat.
And he's setting up from 120 yards out.
120, okay. Obviously, the TPC Toronto Osprey Valley is not near coastline. So, yeah. Well, we got a interesting. I'm gonna try. I want to see something. I'm gonna do gap wedge punch. See how that's gonna work. It's a bit fast, but it would be fine. So let's do a sand. Have a sand wedge punch. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, there you go. Ta-da.
Well, he could make this, I guess. It is quite a long putt, though.
Ha ha ha. I missed it again.
And he's got around 4 feet to go here.
And then about that way. There we go.
Nice putt.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, 3 under. It's the adjusted score after that hole.
The 9th.
Coming off a par on the last one. Let's see what happens here.
Well, I'm obviously not aiming that way. I'm aiming over here. Ta-da!
It's a nice looking shot.
Way. Also, I'm not sure which one of the 3 courses is supposed to represent at TPC Toronto.
And let's see how he does on this hole. Here
it goes again. Two wood with a bit of wind with me, very little, but there is some. It would help if I hit it right. This might not be good. Yeah, I went into rough. Okay. Let's see how I'm going to fix this. Well, that will be exactly all I need. Okay. It's going way too far away.
Okay, 24 feet to the cup for him.
It was a straight shot.
Here we go. This one for birdie.
This is also a pretty straight shot, so yeah.
Nice.
There we go.
All right, you've brought things down to 3 under after that hole.
Now we got the 10th.
Okay, let's see what happens here on this par 4. Let's go ahead and drop this one into the fairway and take it from there.
Yeah. My foot just got itchy for some reason. Hang on.
Nice drive.
There we go. There's a little driving range over there.
All right, let's see what he does on this one.
Okay.
Looks like he's setting up here around 135 yards out.
Only 35 yards, yeah. And it was a bit short. This is... I'm going to do basically the same thing. Except aim that way a bit and do that. Yeah. Okay.
This is not looking decent.
Yeah. Not too bad, though. Oh, it almost went in. It was so close.
From here, he's got quite a little bit of real estate to cover to make this putt. I don't know about it.
I don't know what happened there. I aimed it way too hard. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing.
11 feet out. Let's see what he does. To save par.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well done.
1 point par. There we go. Yeah.
And that'll keep you at 2 under for the round. Coming off a par on the last one. Let's see what happens here.
There we go. Yeah. All right. So I need to do. Yeah, sandwich is not enough. I gotta do a lot of that.
This is looking decent, and then some.
Look at that. All right.
Okay, he appears to be ready to roll on this one. Let's see how this tee shot goes.
Okay.
Six-foot putt for him.
6 feet. Yeah, 6 feet apparently. And somehow I missed.
And if this drops, you'll get your birdie here.
Oh, that's pretty easy.
Sweet. All right, this next putt's for his par. Three under for the round.
All right, here we go.
Keep an eye on that wind. Could come into play on this hole.
There's apparently wind. Aim that way. And don't mess up.
That's looking nice off the tee.
There we go. Boop. $290.
And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. Yeah, I didn't adjust enough, I didn't think, last time. But it's okay, as you can see. And he's setting up now about 130 yards out.
It's a bit under, but made it on the green anyways. That's what my ghost did. Let's see what I can do now. There's a bit of wind, is what I'm seeing.
I like the way this is tracking.
There we go.
Okay, on the green. And 21 feet out for him.
Nice.
And here we go for the birdie.
Wow.
Nice.
The straightest putt ever. Alrighty then.
Okay, so that'll keep you at 3 under for the round.
Doing way better than my ghost at the moment.
Okay, par 5 here.
Because I think I aimed too much to the left last time. That's why I had issues. I'm not going to do that this time. .288, okay.
Here we go. Let's see what this guy does.
Hey, I can go again. I'm not going to change anything. The fairway gets very narrow as it approaches the green, but I'll have enough space here to get close to it. So that you'll be fine.
Nice.
I guess I didn't miss. I thought I did. Oh, I did miss that though. I went into rough. Ah, yes, of course. The gap wedge. Yeah, that seems about fine. I'm gonna do a bit of that though. Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
Rough.
Here is his attempt at this 18-foot putt.
Here he goes. Here, come on, here. I say here he goes. This is me from a month and just over a month ago. At the time of filming. So yeah.
10-footer here. I think this can go.
My first actually tricky putt. Okay. That did not break as much as I thought it would. Okay.
All right, but a 3-footer here.
There we go.
And a decent little putt to end this one. This next putt is a par putt for him.
And there we go.
All right, 2 under is your adjusted score after that hole.
And the last 5. Here we go.
14th hole coming up.
And go that way a little bit. And here we go. Okay.
I'm liking that one.
That was okay, I think.
All right, let's see how he does on this hole. He's got 110 yards to go here. Let's see what happens.
Here we go. Really messed up, apparently. I say messed up, but I didn't mess up. He went way to the right, evidently. And I think this is fine, actually, if I do this.
Ooh, it looks like you're going to be putting.
Yeah, look at that.
I think you could probably 2-putt from here. And he's putting this one for birdie.
We'll see. Just because I made that, so.
Here's a putt for birdie.
I don't know, actually, might not. We'll see. Ooh,
Nice putt. We're in the hole. Good
almost,
stuff.
almost didn't go in.
And after that hole, you are now 3 under par. 15th hole coming up.
15th. Apparently it's giving me a 2-iron, but I can do a driver without even need to change anything. Probably will do that.
This is going places.
There we go. $291. Okay.
Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does.
5 wood apparently. It didn't even stay on the fairway last time, so that's interesting. Wow. Okay.
I'd say it's about 120 yards or so to the pin from here.
Another front pin, evidently.
I think this one's going for it.
Ooh, it almost went in again. Really good golf play.
4 feet
here.
to the hole. You can do this. That's a solid birdie. I applaud you.
And there we go. Continuing to increase my lead, evidently. My ghost hasn't started
And
a hole
after that
once.
hole, you will stay right there at 4 under par. Nice solid birdie on that last hole.
Here we
We
go.
got another birdie in the works here.
16th. That is not going to work. I'm going to aim that way.
Oh, tee shot's looking good here.
Whee. Yeah, that's better. Okay. 281 in.
And let's see how this hole goes down for him.
Aimed way left. Here's what my ghost did. And stayed in the deep rough.
And from here, we're right around 170 yards out.
Well, I don't know why he's giving me a 7-iron in this case. Like, what? Give me a 6-iron.
Solid looking approach here so far.
That's okay, I think. Look at the flag. What is it doing? There we go.
And this is a long distance putt. Let's see what he does.
Ha! Look at my... Yeah, there he is.
All right, 13 footer here.
Green regulation hole, yeah. Did it. Nice.
Nicely done for the bird.
5 under is incredible, actually.
Sitting at 5 under for the round.
I'm having it, yeah. It's going really
Nice
good.
bird on that last hole. Let's see another one.
4 wood is a bit too much, I think. 2 iron might be a bit too much, but I'm going to give it 2 iron. Here we go. 2 iron. Yeah, even that was a bit too much, but I think the hybrid would have been a little bit not enough.
Nice. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does.
This is a Oh yeah, this is me doing a punch. Like a driver punch to get over there.
And he's setting up with a long putt here.
Missed again.
All right, here we go for the birdie.
Well, it goes a little bit like that, so let's go like this.
This one's on track.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
Nicely done with the long putt.
Yeah, we did it.
Okay, 6 under after that one. That's your adjusted score.
Final hole.
Okay, the 18th hole here. Let's clear our heads. Got the clubhouse coming up after this.
Indeed.
Just let it flow.
Yeah. See, this is a tricky spot. I need to be like here.
Solid swing.
And hopefully it doesn't get a bounce the wrong way. It did not. There we go. 291. Again.
He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Oh my goodness. Okay. 3 wood. Let's see how this 2 wood will work. I don't know why it says I needed 4 wood. 2, oh, drive's not gonna work. 2 wood would be fine if I aim this way. Yeah, 2 wood should be used all the time because they're like fairway drivers, is what they used to be called. And you can see why, because they basically carry like a driver. Sweet.
Overshot a bit. Look at that. And to the left, significantly. Yeah, that's about right. So, especially because of the green speed. There we go.
And he's looking at a 17-foot putt.
Somehow I missed that. What was that?
Here we go. This putt for the bird.
Yeah, that should be pretty easy.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that. No
He's got a 3-footer
round
here.
with no bogeys at all. That is incredible. There we go. Wow.
Ending off a fantastic round of 7 under today. Well, thank you very much for the round today. That was excellent. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, my handicap's down 15, plus 15 because of that. That's insane. Yeah, 100% fairways in regulation. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good, actually. So that means next time we're going to be going to the old course at St. Andrews. And that will be interesting because I think I played that more than once. So thank you, links to watch me play some of the Golf Club 2019. I will see you links later.